Welcome to the Imperial Grandstand. I'm Alan Imperial.
I'm Carlos Del Rosario.
Today we're going to be talking about PAX East and how the Imperial Grandstand's going to Boston.
We're going to Boston, but we got some bad news, unfortunately.
Bad news. So, we got a really good Valentine's gift from Sony on February 13th saying they're going to PAX East bringing The Last of Us Part 2, Final Fantasy VII Remake, and more. But earlier today, they actually updated their blog. And because of COVID-19, also known as the novel coronavirus, something that's going on around the world. If you know, awesome. If you don't know, I'm going to link down in the description to some news organization who could describe it a lot better than me.
Yes.
But basically, they found this thing in Boston, and they're not going anymore.
Yeah, Sony has decided not to go with their wonderful, wonderful games. Oh, by the way, if you didn't know, PAX East is a giant gaming convention, board games, video games,
Yeah.
all types.
It started by Penny Arcade. They started off in the West Coast. Now they're on the East Coast,
East Coast
and
and
that's the one we could go to
yeah.
because we live in New York City.
Yeah, and we were there for the first time last year, PAX East. I had a ball. It
Yeah,
was amazing.
my favorite indie developer there is going to be there again. They made Placebo Effect. Can't wait to see you guys again.
And we'll be there. We'll be doing some coverage there, seeing some of the games. But this puts a kink in our plans because we were planning on seeing many, many different games. So one of the games that I really wanted to see, I've been waiting for a very long time, the Final Fantasy VII Remake.
I know. I wanted to see how Tifa would act because I love fighting games, and because you get to have different game mechanics per character, it's like, oh, really excited to see. Now, I actually wanted to see because VR is always interesting to me is Iron Man's VR
Hmm.
for the PS VR and Doom Eternal. People have played it like IGN.
Yeah, it's been online, and there's already footage of that, but just to get our hands on, and of course, The Last of Us Part Two. Oh, we would have done some stuff on that because it's really the pinnacle of this generation of and last generation of gaming, where it's like, oh, The Last of Us. Wow, that's some amazing storytelling in that. So I want to see what they were up to.
Yeah, unfortunately, Insomniac is a first-party developer now. They're not third-party, so they go by where Sony goes, and Sony for the safety and concern of their entire team. Understandable. It's probably like 1,000 people involved in the move from all the different studios to Boston.
Yes. Um,
Other games that I wanted to check out because I'm a fan of the show, at
mhm.
least season one,
Yeah.
One Punch Man.
One Punch Man? Yeah, curious, curious. I played hundreds of hours of Persona 5,
Yep.
and I want to see what changes there were in Royal. Um, but I kind of know what to expect. If you've played Persona, it's like, oh, okay. But
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, I would have liked to have seen it.
And I want to see. Are they working with Tommy Wiseau?
Tommy Wiseau. Oh, you're tearing me apart, Lisa! Like the room in VR. Imagine seeing all those spoons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, can you just bring up the room? I mean, in case people don't understand that reference.
The room.
It's the internet. Odds are they understand the reference.
Yeah.
It's still playing. Amazing.
Good job.
Good job there, buddy. But yes, yes. The Room is a fascinating independent film. It's been playing for decades now because it's just astounding. It's
Uh,
an astoundingly bad movie, but I love
the
it.
passion of Tommy Wiseau.
Yes.
I have never known Forces of Nature. Never
Can
seen it.
can you put on the the tearing the picture of the tearing me apart? Yeah, that's the stuff.
Just look at him. Look at him. Give it
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
But yeah, have no idea if
Yeah.
that room is related to this room, but I want to check it
Probably
out.
not. Probably not. But I would just be morbidly fascinated if it was.
Right. But unfortunately, all these games
Yeah.
aren't going to be
Trials
showing up.
Trials of Mana. I haven't played enough of the Mana games, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's in Spelunky 2. I would have checked that out. Space Channel 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it would have. I also would like to see the show,
Yes,
just because I'm a baseball fan. Let's go Mets!
of course, of course.
And the only time I have November baseball that is for most years is because of the show.
Yes.
uh, One of the best baseball games out there. So really happy that they didn't pull a EA. So really disappointed because everything about the show I love, whether it's to create a player or just the whole simulation of it. Now we're still going to PAX East
Still going.
because Penny Arcade still cares about us.
Yes. And like it's I've learned through going to all the cons through all the years, it's part of it is you got to bring the fun with you.
Yeah,
And things they're going to come your way, but it's like, no, no, you make the fun. You bring the fun. You don't search for the fun.
yeah.
And it's a gaming convention. I'm sure we're going to, find some cool things.
Oh, if there's no video games, we're gonna bring Catan and we're gonna play.
We're gonna play the Catan. And yeah, at first it's like, why is Sony not going? And it's like the infantile 12-year-old in me, where it's like, there's fog, and I can't go to Disneyland. What?
What? I am.
But
Why? It's raining and all the rides are closed. Yeah, and
I completely, you
the
know,
child in me was upset, and I was just. We were supposed to start this video about half hour ago, and I needed 30 minutes just to get that negative energy because there's a
yeah,
lot of people involved in this show.
lots of people involved, and people have died because of the coronavirus.
Yeah.
It's a serious matter, and if Sony wants to not go there, I don't blame them. It's
Yeah, they're still working on making the games,
working the
and
games.
they're already delaying the game about a month for Final Fantasy VII. So it's like, yeah, we don't want any more delays. So me, I'm actually kind of happy where it's like, oh, maybe they could focus more on the game.
Yeah, and to me, not a big loss for Final Fantasy VII because all right, PAX East, it's the end of February. The very next month, Final Fantasy VII Remake comes out, so it's like,
Yeah,
oh, just wait like 4 more weeks. I'm fine, you know.
you're fine. I'm drinking my rum.
Yeah, he always has that there, by the way. Just emergency rum.
Like it's the cheap stuff. That's why it's by the. That's why it's over here. It's not the good stuff.
Yes.
But what I am really happy about is that PAX East is taking all the precautions and they're actually working with all the necessary local, state, and federal public officials to make sure that my health and your health and everybody's health is
Yes.
taken into the best consideration possible. I am not saying this is uh, something to panic about, but I am saying this is something where you should be. I prefer that the officials take precaution than not because one of the things I read from back in the day is that some diseases that were spread over the past few years, like SARS, may have been contained better if we took it more seriously. So I'm actually happy that we're taking this COVID 19 as serious as we are. But there's a 10-year-old in me that's just like, but I want to fly like Iron Man.
I want the video games.
So,
and, and there's still going to be there are going to be so many video games there. It's going to knock our socks off.
yes.
So we like it's again it's infantile. It's just
Yeah. And I know it, they know it, but
yeah. They look at this. It's
this is
just
day
one day
one.
before noon.
Before noon.
They got tons of things.
Yeah.
So we're not. There's not going to be a loss of
NHL 94. Ooh.
ooh. Oh my
I
God.
remember just playing those games.
Yes.
Wow. Look at
Yeah.
that.
So we're gonna be
Yeah.
fine, and we'll get back to you.
Now, if you're going to be at PAX East, let us know. Or if you want us to if you want us to cover anything specific, leave a comment down below.
Yes, yes. We're really interested in like we could use ideas like maybe some indie games we're not even aware of.
Yeah.
Yeah, please tell us. We would love to cover it for you.
Uh, I could keep on going on and just whine and whine, but I'm not because I'm still gonna have fun in Boston.
Yes, yes. Get the chowder.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the Oyster
the
House.
oyster house, the chowder.
So, Carlos, is there anything else you want to say about this?
No, no. Again, I'm saddened, but I completely understand where Sony's coming from, and yeah, yeah. We will get through this, and we'll be absolutely fine. We just want to give you the heads up about this.
Right. So, to wrap up, hope this wasn't a waste of
Of
your
your time.
time.